Hi guys, I am back with the May Simon Says Stamp card kit, and I'll tell you, getting these kits is great because they always kind of push me to maybe pick some things or use some things that I never would just automatically pull out. I like a little more graphic things. Sometimes I like stronger color. And this is really sweet set. It has this lovely greeting. It's really kind of oriented around the weddings, summer weddings, and congratulations, and a lot of nice sentiments in here. And this little falling dot pattern, which you'll see in the pattern paper as well that I chose. So what I try to do when I get these kits is kind of take out all the things or grab the things that immediately appeal to me. And I really wanted this to be very wedding. I know that I wanted to make a wedding card, a congratulations card, and I was really gravitating to the kind of tone on tone cream look with the gold. I really think the gold is beautiful. And then obviously bringing in the pale blush of the stamp kit that they sent with the kit. So the ink, the pale blush pink premium dye ink, and then bringing in two other complementary colors from some of the other embellishments that they sent, which are these little tags and stickers here, really pretty little letters and symbols on the bottom, and of course these beautiful letters. So I don't really know where I'm going to go with this yet. I thought I might just kind of start with the card base being the cream. I chose the cream cardstock that's included in the kit. And I thought I might try to use one piece of pattern paper this time and really create the art around that. And I love this so much, and I felt like the 6x6 size was not great for it because, you know, it is this idea of the falling from the sky, but it's not wide enough or short enough, tall enough, well, not tall enough to get both corners in one area of the card. So then I was thinking, well, what could I do with it that I would be able to use this on the card, and maybe also you make two cards with this one piece of paper. So the first thing I'm going to do is cut this in half and start positioning things and kind of seeing what I can come up with as far as ideas, and just let the creative process take over. So you can see here that I'm going to do two top folding cards, and so what I did was I actually trimmed the two corners of the pattern paper off so that this piece of paper could actually sit on the top of this card and feel like it was falling. And then I'm going to use these other two on this other card, and we'll just put those aside for the time being. So I think also I'm going to build this card completely on the front of this folded card. So I'm going to actually tape this down and then protect this area here so I can do a little bit of masking and not have the back of the card get dirty or stained. So I'm just going to put a little bit of Post-it tape right along that fold line, and that'll actually hold it to the work surface too for me. Okay, so now you can see that basically I took the other half of the paper with the gold dots on it and I put that on the bottom, and I'm just kind of building up a base on this card base, and I'm going to trim the sides off when I remove this, but I'm going to actually stain this a little bit first. And I'm not sure yet if I'm going to use Fossil or if I'm going to use some Distress ink. So let's test out the Fossil and see if we can get it to be light enough. And I sped this up so that we can make this a short video because it is a process video. You know, making all these decisions takes a little bit longer than if you are just um, looking at a sketch, or if you're copying a card that you love, which I do all the time, by the way. There's cards that I see online, or I get inspiration from one thing and I combine it with something else, and that's what makes it kind of fun and easy. But when you're working with a card kit, it's nice to let yourself be creative. You can see that I made a little sketch there to the left, and I was kind of following my idea of a present, and I knew that I was going to use that tying the knot sentiment. And so I was thinking that I would use gold thread around the center. And I made I took a piece of watercolor paper for texture, and I used the pale blush pink and just literally used the ink pad and dyed that. And then I'm going to cut that to fit in the center. So I have this kind of multi-layered textural piece where the base has been tied together with that fossil ink kind of rubbed around the corners. And then I decided actually to use one more layer. I really like embossing, especially gold embossing on vellum. So I made a little rectangle that is the same size. And I didn't know if this was going to be a banner or sit over the but the edge of the watercolor blush paper is kind of poking out, so it has a very layered, almost like a Japanese obi kind of feel. And then I used some Versamark, and I embossed the sentiment with gold embossing powder. And then I decided that I wanted to maybe think about, was that going to be a banner? Would it go on the right, the left? But if I cut a notch in it, or a banner side in it, it would actually help hold the gold thread there. And that I really wanted to use some of the gold heart embellishments, and that I wanted it to be kind of off-center. So my solution was to actually cut a banner and then place it on the card in the left-hand side, and use the hearts on the right-hand side as decoration. And then I realized that I could actually use a heart to help secure my gold thread where I want it to go. So I'm tucking the gold thread kind of behind the top of one of the hearts, and I'm going to wrap that around and not worry about what it looks like inside, because I have a little solution for the inside of the card too. It definitely makes it handmade. But it also adds something really beautiful to the inside of the card. And so I just am being very generous here with the thread, and then I'm going to take that little heart and kind of press that down and secure that there. And I did then pull that back around to the back and knot it on the inside of the card as well, and then I'll show you what we're going to do with that. So you're seeing me struggle with it a little bit, and I finally won. But I wanted to make a little knot, and then I'm going to use one of the gold hearts to actually cover that. And really, I'm adjusting them on the front to get them kind of the way I want, and then I'm going to use this last little gold heart just to kind of pull it down and make it stay in the arrangement that I have. And I think I'm really liking the front of that now, and I'm pretty much done. There's one more thing I wanted to do, which was use that those dots to add just a little more texture over the top and make it kind of come all together. And I did test out the smoke ink. I didn't do this on the card, thank God. I actually decided, oh, you know, I really should test this on a piece of paper. And I thought all of a sudden that it was actually too dark. So you see me go back to
the lighter color, and then I decided to actually use some Versamark. I have a gold, a crystalline gold Versamark, and so I cleaned off that stamp, and I'm going to use that actually just to, there it is, yeah, it's a champagne color, and it's got a little bit of sparkle. I guess it's called Versamark Dazzle, and it's just going to add a watermark, so it's going to just slightly color or stamp those little dots over the rest of the image, and it's very, very subtle. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it here. You can see it in the photograph up close, and then I decided to actually do it all the way up and down the card on that left hand side, but just as a little bit more, a last little bit of detail. And then I'm going to take care of that inside now, like I promised you. I'm going to trim that up, and then I'm going to stick the little gold heart over the little scraps. I needed to take some more off of it. And but you can see that it actually now makes the inside of that card really special. So I was thinking that I would put another sentiment on it, and then I decided that I didn't think so. I thought I would actually write in it in gold pen. I hope you guys enjoyed making this card with me. Look at my blog, paperheartscissors.com, and let me know if you enjoyed the video. Thanks so much. Bye.